Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Season 5 of Dakota Collegiate Rocket League. We are here. We are back. We have a brand new overlay we finally get to show off. We've been putting in the work, but man, oh man, I am so excited to get into Season 5. I am joined here tonight by the man, the myth, the legend, Yellow Dog himself. How are we feeling tonight, brother?
Feeling great. It's going to be great to get back into Dcrl matches. First match, I think it's going to be a great one today.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. How are you guys feeling about the new overlay? I mean, I think it looks pretty good personally, but I mean, I'm super excited to show everything off. It's been a struggle. It's been a lot of work. But this is what we're stuck with for a while now. So hopefully guys, you guys enjoy it. We got a lot more school integration. You guys can see the schedule a little bit better. As you can see below me, you can see who's going to be playing next. So the first matchup of the night is going to be against Storm Watchers and Juicer Alert in some Division B action. To start off the stream season, we did already have, which I'll touch on this a little bit later, we actually had our first match of the Dcrl season yesterday, the first day of the regular season. These boys are ready. They're just itching. They couldn't wait to just play some Rocket League, some Dakota Collegiate Rocket League action. So I'm super excited to get into this one. I'm going to go ahead, toss it over to this screen here. Showing the wrong things already, scuffed already, but there's not much to talk about, boys. I mean, it's the first week of the season. There's no stats to talk about, but might as well just run through things just to kind of show things off. Like I said, there was already a Division B matchup. The Rats versus Scrub Daddies already happened, and the Rats take it in Game 5. So pretty cool stuff coming up from them. I honestly don't even know who's on those teams yet, if I'm going to be real with you. But I'm sure we will find out as the season goes on. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the Stormwatchers team. This team will consist of V-Storm, who is a returner to Dcrl. He's going to be the captain of this team. He is joined by two newcomers to Dcrl. This is one of my favorite names right here, Rickamus Prime. I don't even know where that came from. Maybe he's like a transformer. I'm not too sure. And then he is joined by Huskers, who is his DSU teammate. So this Stormwatchers team, definitely one to keep an eye on. But it's going to be interesting to see. I wish I had stats to talk about, but like I said, it's week number 1. So not much to talk about, but I'm going to go ahead and toss it over to my co-caster here to talk a little bit about the other team, their opponents, Juicer Alert.
Yeah, see him, Ali and Hambungus, they played last season together. Ali, again, being captain. He told me he wasn't going to come back. He was pretty set on it, but Shavin ended up convincing him. I'm glad he did. Ali's super fun to watch, and he's teaming up with Hambungus again, who's also very fun to watch. Both very mechanical players. I'm excited to see what they can cook up. And Hambungus told me about this other guy. What was his name again? Kind of Super Dubs. He said he can get a little bit freaky. He can get a little bit creative. So I'm excited about this team. A little bit freaky. So I'm very excited. This is gonna be a very just solid team to watch. Very exciting. Not gonna be a bland moment with this Juicer Alert team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, I know you've developed somewhat of a relationship with this Hambungus, the absolute hammer. I mean, I'm sure you're excited to watch this. I knew you were excited to, hop on the desk here and watch your boy play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, always excited to watch Ham play. A little bit of glaze here, but his air dribbles are absolutely unreal, as well as Ali's too. But just kind of like the touches he gets, it's just kind of unreal. I don't even know how he gets them. I've been trying to replicate it. We've been freestyling together all summer long, but he's just really good. And if he can lock in during the season and play some proper Rocket League rather than freestyling, this can be a very dangerous team.
All right, well, I think I know who you're going to pick, but I'm going to go ahead and ask you, as is tradition on the DCRL stream, what's going to be your prediction here of this best of 5 matchup?
Juicer Alert in 3. They're not dropping a game. I have full faith in this Juicer Alert team. No. Ali and Hambungus, they got that previous experience. They've already played a season together. I think the beginning of the season is going to help them. They're going to be very good in the beginning of the season because they already have that chemistry from last season. They don't need to gain that throughout the season.
Okay, well, I always got to go against you. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Stormwatchers team. I think V-Storm has a lot to live up to here. And I know he has some chemistry with Huskers, but I'm going to go ahead and say they're going to take it in 5. I think we're going to go all the way. But looks like we are getting ready to go ahead and hop in to this first matchup on the night here between Juicer Alert and Stormwatchers.
And noticing, I'm seeing V-Storm and Z-Storm. Is that Huskers? Is that who that is? Not really sure, but got early pressure here from Team Juicer Alert. Rickamus gonna get a nice touch. See what the rookie can do. Flip reset off the touch. Maybe not. Himbungus gets a nice challenge. Bring it up to midfield. Z-Storm or Huskers. That's gonna mess me up all night. Stops that early.
Yeah, a little bit of scuffness on the start there, but we got to figure it out. But that's a big clear. Looks like I just want to bring up, we got a new overlay here too, ladies and gentlemen. The custom overlay has gotten a facelift, and now we have some cams in the bottom left when the other cams aren't showing. So I'm super excited to show everything off here, but looks like we're good to go. We're in here for this first matchup of the night. Ali's, I didn't really talk about it too much in the pregame, but he has Division A experience. He's been in Division A at least once. I'm not too sure, but this looks very dangerous, but looks like Storm Nova is able to put that one away. I think Storm Nova changed his name from Rickamus Prime, so looks like we're going to be calling him Storm Nova instead of Rickamus, which is unfortunate if you ask me.
I'm seeing Rickamus on my screen. I'm not sure what you're seeing. But,
all right.
Early shot here from kind of Super Dubs. Not quite in. Rickamus gets a nice touch out. Gets a nice second touch. Alley's. Leave this one for Hambungus. Hambungus gets a nice touch out. Z-Storm on the back wall. This is dangerous. Kind of Super Dubs to the corner. Gets it up. Gets a nice touch to the backboard. This is wrong in front of the net. Kind of Super Dubs. The rookie with the first goal of the season.
What a goal coming out from Kinda Super Dubs. Getting the first goal, like you said, of the DCRL season. A crazy aerial off the corner there, and great car control, great showing here from the rookie.
Yeah, nobody challenging that ball. Must have been grabbing boost over ball, maybe squatting on the back boost. But no defender in net. Kind of Super Dubs gets the goal. V-Storm trying to get one back here. Alley's with a nice touch upfield. Himbungus no boost. He hasn't had much boost this whole game. Gets the corner boost. This one's rolling in the corner. He's going to bring it back. Alley with an interesting team pinch. A little bit of a backy to kind of Super Dubs. He gets beat out. This one's rolling across. This is dangerous. Good touch by Hambungus. Top possible shot attempt by kind of Super Dubs. Can't get it. That's a nice touch by Rickamus. And gets a nice bit of time for the orange team here. Hambungus trying to make some time for the blue team. Alley with a free shot. And he whiffs it. No.
The open net miss. So unfortunate there for Juicer Alert. You hate to see that after that crazy goal to start things off, but looks like Ali going for a flip reset, gets it. Looking absolute. If this is what we're going to be seeing from this Juicer Alert team, I think they're going to be one of the more fun teams to watch here in Division B, but it is still a 1-goal game. Hambungus has a lot of time and space to work with, and it looks like Huskers isn't able to get a touch on that ball, and that's a free one for the Hammer.
Just a lack of respect for Hambungus here, letting him shoot. Not enough boost to get up for it. Got a bad launch, and Hambungus gets it in. 2.5 minutes left in this game. They're up 2-0.
One thing I will say about this Stormwatchers team, V-Storm did end up reaching a little bit down the draft board for Huskers here, as that's a great shot from him. He rings it off the crossbar. But what I wanted to continue to say there was Huskers was a little bit of a reach, but V-Storm was confident that you know he was a late season player. He wanted to work with him, play a lot with him, and try and build him up into a higher caliber Division B player. So he kind of warned me, not to expect too much. Could just be copium, but but it is something to keep note of as the season goes on. But 1:50 left to go. Juice Alert up by 2 here. And this might be another goal. Oh, for V-Storm. Can't find the double off the crossbar. And that was a great opportunity there for the Stormwatchers.
Here comes Hambungus with the flip reset attempt. He doesn't quite get it. Alley with a good 50 to the corner. A lot of time for V-Storm here. Kind of hits it away. Can he get a second touch? Gets 50 by kind of Super Dubs. Hambungus going to take this one to the midfield. Gets a nice 50. This one's rolling out mid. Nobody's going for this one. Huskers with a nice touch. Get nice control on the ball. Alley's going to 50 it. That's going to the net. Rickamus even he can't. 3-0. Great start for this Juicer Alert team.
Yeah, that's what you love to see. Juicer Alert, in my opinion, have just had the upper hand this entire game so far. you know, they're not really giving the ball away. That's one of the main things that I'm seeing from Dcrl. Their control of the ball, you know, not letting it get out of their possession has been fantastic, and specifically from Hambungus. I've seen him do it multiple times where he takes a nice controlled touch, you know, first touch, and it just, you know, maintains possession, and it's really hard for the Stormwatchers to keep up. But minute left to go here. Dcrl up by 3. Stormwatchers are going to need some sort of miracle here to come back from this game.
Yeah, Hambungus is dry on the ball. Gets a nice flick up for his teammate Ali. Doesn't get a touch, fakes him out, but kind of super dubs with a free shot off the crossbar. This has got to be a double rim on this net. So many crossbar hits already. Hambungus doesn't get the 50. Ali going for the sidewall pinch, but gets 50'd. This one's out mid. 40 seconds left. You're going to need something soon if your team Stormwatcher.
Oh, what a demo!
Oh my god.
From Ali's the captain. That is a beautiful demo. Looks like the third man there, Rickamus, left with 0 boost, nowhere to go. Ali's perfectly times that jump, and Dcrl put their 4th on the board.
Wow, just absolutely no boost from this Stormwatchers team. I think at least 2 or 3 of their goals so far have been from Stormwatchers not having any boost, just stealing their boost, being active on their backline, just being generally faster than them. It's been a big problem for Stormwatchers, and this one's gonna be tough to come back from. I'm gonna chalk it up here as the first game of the Dcrl season, going to Dcrl.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane if they get anything going here. It's looking a little bit awkward here. And did Huskers change his name to Z-Storm? Is that what I'm seeing? Is that the first time I'm seeing that? What in the world is going on here?
I thought I brought that up right away.
You probably did, but I was probably panicking trying to fix the overlay. Oh, maybe one for the road, but no, it gets denied by Stormwatchers. And Dcrl gonna take this game 4-0 in a very, very dominant fashion.
Kind of super dubs, leading this Dcrl team with 418 points and 2 goals, 8 shots. Good lord. That's how many shots? 13 shots to 2. That's just not a winning formula for Stormwatchers. That's rough. No pressure throughout the entire game.
Yeah, it's kind of superb dubs. Or super, not superb. Kind of super dubs. Looking like a weapon right now, especially after that opening goal that we saw in like the first minute or so. I was like, if that's their 3rd, oh my goodness gracious, this team is going to go on a run. I don't know what to say after that, but he's showing out here, gets 2 goals, leading on the scorecard, and probably one of the main reasons why this Dcrl was, you know, doing so good this game.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even know what to do. If I'm Stormwatchers, you just gotta play faster and maintain boost, have good boost management, because they were stuck on no boost the entire game, and it led to a lot of their goals being scored on them. Just kind of pick up offensive pressure, take control of the ball, like you mentioned about this Dcrl team, doing very well with that ball control. I've noticed this Stormwatchers team just kind of thrown away at times.
Yeah, definitely. But into game 2 we go. Can Stormwatchers answer back after that statement game 1? But who else other than kind of super dubs to start off the scorecard here for Dcrl?
Hambungus gets a nice touch to the sidewall, and I think they pinched it on that sidewall as well. And then kind of super dubs following that up. I'm not sure the defender was expecting him to be able to follow that so quickly, but just good speed coming from the rookie. Ali's in the corner here, trying to get a pass up mid. Ends up going to Hambungus anyways. He's gonna try to find another one out mid. V-Storm's ready for that though, finally. Ali gonna get a soft touch out mid. Rickamus with a goal here. Finally, Stormwatchers is on the board.
There we go. We wanted to see it. Stormwatchers get their first goal on the season after a shutout in game number 1. And that's just a laser beam by Rickamus Prime from half court there. And they tied up 1-1.
Yeah, Ali's not quite controlling the ball. They're kind of giving away. Rickamus with a good shot though, just putting it straight on with good power. Ali trying to find the net here. Hits it a bit over. V-Storm gonna have a touch to the sidewall. Gives it away. Hambungus with a shot attempt. Misses Ali's to the corner. Hambungus gonna go off the sidewall here. Misses it as well. Ali gets dunked on by Rickamus. Kind of super dubs. Does he have a double? Oh my goodness, off the back wall. Oh my god, what is going on with the Dcrl team?
I don't know what's going on, but I'm here for it. V-Storm, though, gets a great clear route. Kind of super dubs. Not able to get a touch on that one. Looks like V-Storm going to have another touch here. Looks like it's a little bit unorganized here from Stormwatchers, but Rickamus should have a good clear here. Gets it over Hambungus, but kind of super dubs. Gets it around Huskers. He almost gets caught lacking there. Now Rickamus Prime going off the backboard here, gets a good first touch. Can't stay close to it though. Ali's gonna have a free touch here, but V-Storm gets a nice big boot down the field.
Kind of Super Dub's gonna take this one off the corner, gets a poor touch at first. Ali's there to save the day. Back to kind of Super Dubs. Good passing so far. Kind of Super Dubs can't get that one out to mid. Ali gonna try to get this one out to mid himself now. Shut down by Rickamus. Himbungus gonna try to defend that. But gets a nice 50. Huskers up for this. Off the corner. Can he get another touch to mid? Not quite. Kind of Super Dubs gets a somewhat of a 50. No one's going for this ball. V-Storm gets a soft touch and gets the dunk on Himbungus. This could be dangerous. Rickamus out to mid. V-Storm can't find it, just off the backboard.
The great clear, kind of Super Dubs with the shot. It's Rickamus in net. He can't go anywhere. Looks like Huskers makes a good touch. Ali's gonna rip one on net. And oh man, Huskers can't quite reach that ball. And a low power but well placed shot from Ali's finds its way in the net.
Is this another? Oh, I thought he was low on boost. Just great placement all the way on that back post. Couldn't have placed it any better if you're Ali. 3 minutes left. Only 1 goal lead. Not quite the stomping we saw last time, Oral.
Yeah, definitely not. There's still a lot of game left to be played, though, as Himbungus goes missing. Rickamus with the double. Oh my goodness. That would have been absolutely insane. A good answer back there, but can't quite find it. Looks like V-Storm going to come in with a great 50 with Himbungus. V-Storm's there for a follow-up. Can't quite find the beat. Kind of Super Dubs. It's a nice 50 as Rickamus going to put this over to the sidewall. He's going to try and get another touch here. He does. As this ball finds its way over to kind of Super Dubs, but V-Storm's there to shut that down. He gets another great touch. Z-Storm up a little bit late, and Juice Alert gonna put this ball back in this orange half.
Rickamus gonna try to take this one out, control it, but he gets 50 straight upwards. Z-Storm gets a touch almost. Kind of Super Dubs beats him to it. V-Storm can't quite get the touch either. This one's rolling out mid. This could be dangerous. Shut down by Rickamus though. Good touch by him. Orange team is not going for it. That one. Could be on net. It's backboard. Himbungus doesn't have the shot. Z-Storm gonna take this one out. Kind of flip it around backwards. Kind of Super Dubs misses the open net shot, but that's a tough one to hit. Not sure if that's one. That's open right away. I was gonna take this one out the corner alley. Hit this one out mid. Trying to get another touch, but Himbungus takes it anyways off the crossbar.
How many crossbars have there been? But it's kind of Super Dubs. You can see Himbungus getting hype in the cams. You absolutely love to see this if you're a Juicer Alert fan.
And I am. So I'm very excited that this team's coming out strong, but still almost 2 minutes left in this game. Definitely nowhere near impossible. They've got one on the board, so they can indeed score. It's not impossible for this team. They've just been kind of shut down. No boost, no offensive pressure. Ali gonna try to keep up their offensive pressure. Rickamus with a good clear. Himbungus gets a nice control touch. Wow, what a pop up mid. And a good touch by kind of Super Dubs. Trying to get another one mid. That's a little bit too fast for Himbungus though. He's gonna try to get this one out mid himself. Gets it off the backboard. Ali going up for this one. Could it be in? Just wide.
Rickamus gonna try and corral this ball out of the corner here. Is gonna maybe try and find a pass over to Huskers, but looks a little bit awkward as they end up double committing, and that's kind of been the story here for the Stormwatchers team so far. It seems just a little bit unorganized. V-Storm has a shot, and as I say that, shuts me up. V-Storm finds his first goal of the Dcrl season and brings it back within one.
It's a good shot coming out from the captain here. Just staying calm. Got swept, not swept, but shut out game one, and not too much pressure game two here, but gets a nice shot, reels him back in. 1 minute left, down one.
Definitely. One, like you said, this is, much winnable now. Bring it back within one as Rickamus makes actually a good little air dribble play there. V-Storm trying to get a beat around Kindness Super Dubs there. Z-Storm looking a little bit awkward here as he gets beat out by Kindness Super Dubs. Rickamus needs to make a good touch here. Makes a good touch, allowing his teammates to get back. He's going to carry this ball down the field with low boost, trying to get this ball midfield, wrap it around that corner, but Ali's handles it well. Himbungus is there for a follow, but a much-needed 50 comes out from V-Storm. This ball's looking a little bit awkward. Was sitting in the midfield for quite some time. Himbungus trying to find that ball mid, but shut down by Rickamus.
Ali going to try to keep this one away from the orange team here. Don't need to score, but you definitely don't want to take your foot off the gas here. You want to play normally. Himbungus off the backboard here. Do either one of them have it? No one has it. Not Rick and Mortis, but kind of Super Dubs with a shot. Ali finds the Angel Reese shot, and 4-2.
All right. 12 seconds to go. The absolute dagger coming out from Ali's there to go up by 2. And Juicer Alert threatening to win this game number 2. And to put them on match point, Stormwatcher's going to need something crazy here. Huskers can't quite find the touch he was looking for, and he probably needed that one there, as that's probably going to write it off here for game number 2, as Juicer Alert going to take this in a 4-2 fashion.
Looking a little bit better for this Stormwatchers team. If they can keep improving at this point in this series, they could take this game 3 and could possibly reverse sweep. They had more shots than they did last time. What did they have? 2 last time, I believe. Now they have 5. They capitalized on 2 of them. Pretty decent efficiency coming out of Stormwatchers, but it's just hard to compete with just straight volume. 10 shots again coming out of Juicer Alert. Kind of super dubs yet again at the top of the leaderboard.
Yep.
Maybe a steal in Div B here.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same exact thing. It's kind of super dubs on the top of the leaderboard once again. As a rookie, this is his first time playing in Dcrl, first time being on stream, and this guy is just showing out right now. This guy's got absolute nerves of steel. I don't know, I mean, for me, when my first time playing, first time being on stream, I was nervous as all hell. And so for him to come out here with this kind of showing, first time seeing him, it's really scary if you are, you know, other Division B teams, because this Juicer Alert team is looking fantastic. For Stormwatchers, not looking as great. Like you said, that shot difference is really the biggest one for me. Like you said, 10 shots versus just 5. They have doubled their shots, and really, I think there's only one good chance for Stormwatchers, and or a couple good chances there. Whereas I felt like Juicer Alert really just ran that entire game. But it's going to be up to Stormwatchers now to answer back. They're going to need to do the impossible of reverse sweeping in order to take week number 1 of Dcrl. Game number 3 getting underway.
Yeah, this is to not get swept. This could be pretty impactful for this team if they just got swept week 1. Maybe affect the team chem. So even if you do end up losing the series, taking at least one game would be huge. Rickamus with a huge touch with the pre-flip. Ali gonna go off the sidewall here. Gonna pass it up to kind of super dubs. Does he have it? Nope. Neither player hits it. Rickamus on the back wall here. Gets a nice touch. Ali trying to find it to the sidewall. Hambungus ends up hitting it backwards. V-Storm with a shot attempt here. Kind of super dubs is back to save that. And he's gonna try to follow this one up here. Rickamus kind of faking him out. Hambungus is there with the positioning. No more boost. And Ali gets demo. That's a huge demo coming out of the Z-Storm. The only player on Juicer Alert with boost.
In my opinion, what I'm seeing from this Stormwatchers team, like I mentioned before, I think V-Storm did end up reaching a little bit for Huskers, you know, in an attempt to try and, you know, train them up a little bit and have it, you know, be more of a late season team. But if I'm Stormwatchers, I can tell that Huskers might be a little bit lower ranked. If I'm oh my gosh! The Dookie from midfield coming out from alleys there to start off the scoring here in game number 3. But what I was saying before, I think Huskers needs to just go on a demo rampage. I think that's what he needs to do. I think they need to send him upfield, have him be that first man, and just disrupt. I think that would be their best bet. I think that's what we've kind of seen with similar team compositions.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great way to get him kind of integrated within this team. Not saying he's not being useful whatsoever, but get some more use out of his positioning. Oh no, both players go missing. Ali with his second goal of the game. I'm not even sure what happened here. Just a touch from midfield, just popping it over, and neither player can get up to it. Rickamus had the boost, couldn't find the touch. Z-Storm did not have the boost and could not get it.
Yeah, that's not exactly what you like to see if you're the Stormwatchers, especially in this must-win situation. You know, you're facing death right now. You know, you're down 2-0. Not what you like to see, and Rickamus makes a great diving save to keep it within 2. And now he's going to try and counterattack here. He's maybe trying to get this midfield. Gets a good touch out of the corner, but Hambungus handles that one well. But Z-Storm has a good touch off the sidewall here, but again, it's Hambungus. Absolute locks on defense right now.
Yeah, typically, he's more of just an offensive weapon from when I played with him, but maybe his defense is underrated. You know, we kind of just freestyle a lot, so if they score, they score, but maybe he does have some clamps here. Kind of super dubs, can't find the touch mid. Hambungus gonna try to find this one. Gonna find a second one here, not a very powerful one. Rickamus gets a nice 50 out. He's gonna try to follow this one as well. Gets a touch to the corner. Can he find the follow? Yes, he can. Out mid. This could be dangerous. Ali with a good save. Z-Storm up. Hambungus beats him to the ball, though. This is a 2-on-1. You gotta get the kind of super dubs with the shot attempt. Rickamus kind of clamping this Juicer Alert team a little bit here in game 3.
Yeah, one thing I do know about V-Storm, he is one of the most persistent people I've ever met. So, you know, if they do end up going down in the series, this team is going to be one of the more hardest working teams. I can tell you that right now. They're going to do what they can. I mean, they're going to put in a lot of effort into improving their game. So I can tell you that much. But I can tell that Rickamus, I like what I see from that guy. In my opinion, he's really been the only one on Stormwatchers to have, you know, very, very good offensive chances. And a lot of it, like I said, has come from the hands of his controller. I don't know if that makes sense, but you know what I mean. But
Sure.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Rickamus here, as he needs to make a touch, and he does. Humongous maybe has a shot opportunity, but V-Storm is there to make the save.
Humongous going for the fake, gets one, but V-Storm, good for him to be back. And I completely agree with you on the point of Rickamus. He's had some pretty solid touches. I've seen him going through some air dribble flip resets, so he seems somewhat more mechanical. Definitely been their best offensive player so far. Humongous gonna take this one out the wall. That's a good roll for him. But just a slow touch. Rickamus gets a nice touch off the sidewall. Maybe a third touch in the corner here. A fourth touch. A fifth one. Kind of souped up. Clamps at one. Gets it into the orange half. V-Storm on the back line here. Gets a nice touch. A nice controlled touch to the midfield, but shut down by Humongous. V-Storm hitting it to the back wall. Not quite on target or a pass. It's going to be shut down. Rickamus with a nice opportunity. Can't quite hit it though.
V-Storm coming in, trying to just make this awkward here. Has another touch, trying to pinch it off the back wall there. Double commit comes out from Stormwatchers. You can tell they're starting to get a little bit desperate to try and get goals, because so far, Juicer Alert, they've just been so suffocating. Ali getting a huge beat on V-Storm, but Rickamus makes a nice diving save. Looks like he's going to come in, try and get a clear, but Ali's in a perfect spot. But looks like Rickamus is just doing all the work right now. Can't quite find the touch. And with 30 seconds to go, Stormwatchers are going to need something very, very soon.
Humongous with a very unusual flip, unorthodox, but ends up working out. V-Storm hits it back to his own net. V-Storm is there to capitalize on the back pass. Humongous gets a nice touch mid. This could just be in if Rickamus isn't there. And that's the dagger with only 10 seconds left, up 3-0. And Juice Lord's going to win this series 3-0. I'm not going to say I called it, but...
Hey, it is what it is. But yeah, 10 seconds to go. Down 3. Stormwatchers not looking too hot right now, as we're looking to try and just end the series off. A double fake. You can see everybody laughing in the cams, having a good time, even though Stormwatcher's down, but you know, getting swept. You can see him having a good time. That's ultimately what everything is all about. But Juicer Alert, starting week 1 hot, and my oh my, I am absolutely loving what I'm seeing from this Juicer Alert team.
I did kind of call it in the pregame about this Humongous and Ali team chem, since they've already played together in this Stormwatchers team. Maybe a few days they've played together. It's just kind of hard to compete with people who've played for that long together, and even outside of Dcrl. I know they've played quite a bit together. And then kind of Super Dubs fitting in really well with this team.
Yeah, he looks really good. I mean, we're going to touch on it here. We're going to get them in for a winner's interview here to keep the night rolling along. We are a little bit, or no, we're not behind schedule. We're chilling because that was a 3-0. But yeah, we're going to try and go ahead and get these guys in for a winner's interview. See what they have to say. Looks like they're joining up. I know this is kind of Super Dub's first time, so might take him a second to find the right spot here. We're going to go ahead and wait on
Maybe
them.
a little bit of a yellow dog moment from kind of Super Dubs here.
Yeah, this really is a yellow dog moment. There he is. All right, let's go ahead, drag him in. And ladies and gentlemen, your winners are here in the call with us. Huge congratulations on your week number 1 win. Go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead, toss it over to the captain, Ali's. It looks like you're having some fun. I gotta ask you, are you glad you played this season?
Yeah, I'm pretty glad. I was originally not going to play just because, you know, the game was getting boring to me. But, you know, this is... I don't think I've experienced more vibes in my life than in that one series. So, you know, I don't regret nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely love to see it. I mean, like I said, I saw all of you guys just vibing out in the cams. I mean, you guys were, you know, in such a winning in such a convincing fashion. It's pretty easy to have good vibes. So you love to see it from you guys. Yellow Dog, gonna go ahead and toss it over to you. Do you got any questions for these boys?
Obviously, I got one for Humongous here. Well, first of all, congratulations on the 3-0. I kind of knew it was gonna happen. I had so much faith in your team. But But how would you say that playing with Ali beforehand and already having him on your DCRL team and playing with him outside of DCRL has kind of helped this team already come together so early on the season?
Oh, I'd say it's helpful because I only have to learn one new player to play with instead of two. So it's like you just get to put one foot forward automatically for free, you know? So
Something like that.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, you love to hear, you love to see it. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you now, the rookie here in DCRL, kinda super dubs. I was calling you kinda superb dubs at first because I thought that's what your name was, but we got it
It's
on
a hard
lock.
name.
Yeah, but
It's a hard name.
I have to say, I think you were the MVP of this series, brother. I mean, you seemed like the absolute rock on this team. I mean, I think you were not that points me and everything, but I think you were top of the leaderboard almost every game. You had the most goals. I mean, obviously you couldn't have done it without your teammates, but you were looking really good, especially with that opening goal. I mean, I don't understand how you can come into this whole league without nerves. I remember my first time playing on stream, I was nervous as all hell. Were you nervous at all coming into this, or are you just chilling?
Oh yeah. I was extremely nervous.
Really?
I went into the mindset that I was gonna ball chase and play fast, and that was kind of what I did. And
Okay.
I whiffed a lot of balls, so I
mean-
put that one onto my teammates. But
I mean, you scored a
it
lot
was
too.
fun.
You scored a lot too.
I did
yeah.
score a lot. I did score a lot, but I did also whiff a lot. But
No,
it was
yeah.
fun. I haven't had that much fun in a Rocket League game in a long time. So
I love to hear that. I love to hear that because that's what everything is all about here. So I'm really glad to hear that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to ask too many unless Yellow Dog, you got anything else you want to add before we end this one?
I got nothing more for this team. Congratulations on your first week and a 3-0 sweep.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Thank
you
you.
guys looked dominant. I love the play style. You guys are just having fun, going for clips. I love to see that. So, hopefully that can continue into week 2, and good luck with the rest of the season, boys.
Thanks so much.
thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for streaming.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for the first series of the DCRL Season 5 season. What a series, Yellow Dog. I mean, that was just absolute, pretty much dominance from the Juicer Alert team, especially coming out from Super. I've already forgot his
Kind
name.
of super dubs.
Kind of super dubs. He was honestly one of the most impressive players for me. I gotta give credit to Rickamus though. Like we said in the middle of the series, I like what I liked what I saw from him going into this, and I think if they can kind of form their offense around him, it seemed like he was the one creating a lot of those opportunities. I think if they kind of form their offense around him, I think Stormwatchers can make a rebound here after week number 1.
Yeah, definitely a shining light and kind of a dark week 1 for the Stormwatchers team. But you definitely have a lot looking forward to here if you're Team Stormwatchers. Rickamus looked good. V-Storm will come around, as you mentioned, and Huskers will continue to improve, obviously, over the season, kind of getting used to the pace of play of these Division B players. Maybe something he's not quite used to. But definitely, I mean, it's only week 1. You can't judge too hard.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in complete agreement. It's too early to make, final calls on anything. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's gonna do it for the first series. We have 2 more on the night. I'm seeing a lot of viewers right now. I don't know if this is true or not, but thank you guys all for for tuning in for the first stream here. Hopefully the support can continue on. We have, like I said, we have 2 more series on the night. Next up, we do have some Division D action. So we're gonna bring our boy on, and we're gonna have a first-time caster as well. So that should be a lot of fun. And then after that, we will have some Division A action to end off the night. So a lot of action in store tonight. Yellow Dog, thank you so much for hopping on the casting desk with me, and hopefully we can see a little bit more throughout the season. Yes, maybe.
Of course.
You'd absolutely love to see it. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna toss it over to a quick intermission, and we will be right back after the break.